Hey guys, and welcome back to the Minnesotan Sports Podcast. So, unfortunately, because it took me so long to get that 40-minute mid-season breakdown video out for you guys, unfortunately, I wasn't able to have enough time this week before Sunday to do proper predictions. But I've been promising that I'm at least going to put them out there somewhere so that I can have a full year's worth of predictions down to go over at the end of the season. So I'm just going to give you my quick predictions. It's not going to be the normal production quality or longer video and longer analysis that you guys are hoping for. So I apologize for that, but I just don't have time today, unfortunately. And I want to get it out as early as possible today so that you have at least a full, almost 24 hours before the game to watch it and share your thoughts on it. So we're just going to go down the line with a few quick things here and there for each team that we pick. Vikings Bills, I'm just going to go for the safe pick and go for the Bills because I think that the Vikings have a potential to win with Case Keenum in there. We could still win with Josh Allen in there, but it's looking like either way, it's going to be a really tough matchup. And plus, I have the feeling that even if Case Keenum went in there, I'm not entirely confident that's an easy win because the Vikings are known for, not stepping up against easy backup quarterbacks that they should beat. So I'm just going to go with the Bills either way there. Seahawks and Buccaneers, I'm actually going to go with the Buccaneers here. I think that in a London game, going overseas, it might be too much for this really young Seahawks team. And with all the mistakes that Brady's made this season so far, I still think that in a high leverage situation, with the Buccaneers being in a much worse situation, playoffs wise than the Seahawks right now, it's a lot more of a must win game. And in this big moment in Germany, first game to be played there ever in NFL history, I expect Brady to shine more than the Seahawks. So I'll go with the Buccaneers on that one. Lions at Bears. I think I'm going to go with the Bears here just because of the way that Fields has been playing. I wouldn't count the Bears in against a whole lot of teams right now, but the Lions are playing pretty badly. And with Justin Fields now starting to kind of start picking it up, I'm going to go with the Bears there. Broncos at Titans. I got to go with the Titans. I think the Broncos, there's so many things that the Broncos need to figure out. And I think it's at this point where unless they start winning some games, I'm officially going to give up hope that that offense that we thought could potentially be a thing to start out the season is ever going to happen. I'm starting to lose hope. Whoops, stupid ESPN ads on the side. So I'm going to go with the Titans there. What's going to be upset of the week? It's coming up soon. So make sure you stand by for that. And then for Jaguars at Chiefs, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. This could be upset of the week material, but I'm not going to go be that extravagant with it. Trevor Lawrence isn't quite playing well enough to be able to outduel Patrick Mahomes with the Chiefs playing at home. It's a trap game for sure, but I think the Chiefs should win it. And then Texans at Giants. It's going to be it, guys. Upset of the week. Texans defeat the Giants. And this is only because I have to do upset of the week that I do every single week. Otherwise, I wouldn't pick this. But the Giants, I feel like they're that team that everyone's waiting for to slip up here. The Giants have been playing well against the last couple teams, maybe thinking ahead to some of the difficult games versus the Eagles that are coming up soon. And this is definitely a trap game that they could potentially fall into. And I'm going to predict that they do. So Texans over Giants. Saints at Steelers. What a bore of a game that's going to be. But I'm going to have to go with the Saints. They have a little more going for them right now. The Steelers are just full rebuild mode. You can tell they've officially have given up on this season. The Saints still have a little left in the tank, a lot of injuries that they've been plagued with. But Dalton still is a better quarterback right now than Kenny Pickett is. So I'm going to have to go with the Saints in a real toss-up of a decision. Another one, Colts at Raiders, that I feel bad for you if you have to watch that one. My dad and I are going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings tomorrow and watch all the games. So thankfully, if I don't want to watch these games, I can turn away from them. I'm going to go with the Raiders here. The Colts, especially with Edinger in, I just don't have any confidence in them. Jonathan Taylor is going to have to play really well. This Raiders defense truly is awful, but I think Devontae Adams is going to be the factor that can push the Raiders ahead of the Colts here and improve to 3-6. Improve to 3-6. Cowboys at Packers. I think the Cowboys are going to destroy the Packers in this game. Right now their line is -4. I think it could be close if, you know, the Packers are just feeding into the fact that it's still that rivalry game. Sometimes when you got those games that, you know, the different teams have history and everything like that, even like for example, when the Vikings would play the Packers in the last few years, even when the Packers were a lot better than the Vikings in those games, they'd keep it close, just because that's the way it seems to work with teams that have chip on their shoulder against other teams. So it could be close, but if it's not close, it's going to be an absolute blowout. But either way, I expect the Cowboys to come out victorious here. And even if the Vikings lose, the Packers losing this game would put us at maybe 3 or 4 games or wins and losses removed from already clinching the North, which is crazy. Cardinals at Rams. I'm going to go with the Rams here. It's going to depend on if Stafford plays. It's looking like he will play at this point. He's progressing through concussion protocol. It would be a toss-up, and I'd maybe slide slowly more towards the Cardinals if he does play, but because there's still a chance he does play, I'm going to go with the Rams, which improved to 4-5. Chargers at the 49ers. I got to go with the 49ers here. The Chargers have just been too streaky of a team. The 49ers are on the up and up. They lost a few ones that they should have won earlier in the season when they were just kind of reeling back from a few injuries that happened right at the beginning of the season. They didn't have Christian McCaffrey yet, as well as a couple other receivers that they snagged in the trade deadline. And again, this Chargers team is too inconsistent. I don't want to trust him against a 49ers team at home that runs the ball like nobody's business. So I'm going to go with the 49ers there for Sunday Night Football. And then Commanders at Eagles, a game that I could have tried to go for upset of the week. But against a divisional opponent, I just don't see the Eagles giving up their undefeated streak against a team that they have so much history with. Although, like I just mentioned, sometimes with that history, it can be a close game. So I expect this one to be closer than anticipated, but I got to go with the Eagles. Again, I'm sorry, guys, that this is kind of a lower quality video, just kind of vlogging, you know, in my natural state here with horrible lighting. But hopefully next week I can get back to, you know, doing the videos with full time. I just ran out of time this week. I hope you understand. But thanks again so much, and I'll see you on the flip side. Raw reaction for the Vikings game is coming up tomorrow.